blossoming through the bridegroom. As we look at this, we're looking at the very fact that as we come to Christ, we're truly in fellowship one with another. And this fellowship makes us to follow the way of the Lord. Have you heard? Charity begins at home. We can go further. Fellowship begins at home. Honesty begins at home. Valuable virtue begins at home. As we think about fellowship, when you are in good fellowship with the person nearest to you, if you're married, your husband, your wife, if fellowship begins there, if charity begins there, if unity begins there, then it will be easy after you are born again, husband born again, and wife born again. If one is born again and the other is not born again, there are times as the one who is born again is obedient to his Lord, to her Lord, is obedient to the bridegroom, obedient to Christ. The one that is not born again will be obedient to his or her master. And when that happens, one part is obeying his or her master, the other one is obeying his or her other master. No way. They might smile, they might laugh, they might embrace, but you know, fellowship is not just in the hand, it is in the heart. And when you are divergent in your concentration, there's no way from the heart you will actually have that fellowship. Now, if we say this is what is fellowship, we must say what is not fellowship. Fellowship, fear, is not fellowship. If I fear you, if you fear me, and we have to be dealing with each other by fear. I watch what I say. Even though I want to say the truth, I cannot tell the truth. I fear it doesn't have that 100% commitment to the truth. And so I'm afraid of what to say. There is no fear in fellowship. Envy. Envy is not a fellowship, because I cannot tell my testimony. I cannot reveal my joy. I cannot show I'm happy. He'll be envious. She'll be envious. Envy is not of fellowship. Lying. Lying is not of fellowship. Look at these disciples. They were all together in one place. And here comes Ananias. And then he claims to be in the fellowship. Here comes Sapphira. She claims to be in the fellowship. And at this line, Ananias. Why? As Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Ghost. And some few hours later, the wife came. Tell me, wife, is it so much you sold the land? Yes, yes, yes. We're in fellowship now. Barnabas did it. This one contributed, that one contributed, and so we also come. How have you agreed together to lie to the Holy Ghost? And then you know the story, you know what happened. License to do what I want to do. That is not fellowship. The leave me alone attitude. Leave me alone. Preach, but don't talk to me. I have my peculiar bosom sin, and that's my choice. To get to heaven or to get to hell, that's my choice. And I don't want you, preacher, ever talking and going in that direction. The leave me alone attitude is not a fellowship. Brother, would you know that this is wrong? Please, don't touch that area. That is me. There's no fellowship there. All we want is this plastic smile. All we want is this hypocritical smile. There is no F, fear, in fellowship. E, envy, in fellowship. L, there's no lying in fellowship, and not the other L. There's no leave me alone policy in fellowship. Oh, there is no obstinacy in fellowship. I did it last time. I hear the man standing up there and correcting this. He is obstinate. He is going to do it again. There's no fellowship. Just say, like a church goer, church comer. If there is fellowship, obstinacy will not be there. There is no warfare in fellowship. When we turn the house fellowship to battlefield, when we turn the district church to battlefield, and when we turn the central headquarters church to the battleground, and there is warfare, my friend, there's no fellowship there. We're looking at who will survive the battle. There's no fellowship there. Fellowship is strife. There's no strife in fellowship. No strife in fellowship. Have you seen that couple? They're just coming from the marriage ceremony, and somebody is driving, and they brother, new husband, sister, new wife, both of them at the back of the car, and they're arguing. And the other fellows, if they don't shut up, I'll slap you. There's no fellowship there. If you begin the first day of marriage with strife, how is it going to be the following week, the following month, or the following year, for the rest of your life? And you are locked up with this man, with this woman, who is all for warfare and for strife. There is no hatred in fellowship. There's no hypocrisy in fellowship. If you are in fellowship, you're going to suspend, to yank out that strife and bury that thing. And there is no insincerity in fellowship. If there is true fellowship, we're sincere with one another. You told me something yesterday. Now, I asked you a question about the same subject, and today you have a different answer, opposite to what you told me yesterday. How sincere are you? There is no insincerity in fellowship. P, there's no pride in fellowship. No pride in fellowship. Look, here I am. I was sitting together on the same bench. Were it not for church? Were it not for salvation? Were it not for me humbling myself to become saved? Okay, if you don't know who I am, I must tell you. Because you think because we're sitting on the same bench, we're equal. No, we're not. I am this, I am this, I am that. No fellowship, no fellowship. When you look down on the other fellow and you compel him, look up at me here if you want to breathe. There's no pride in fellowship. When we have real fellowship, things are going to be different. In Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25, Ephesians chapter 5,